Hey guys, Fishy here. I wanted to show you a couple of websites that have been popping up, shared into places like groups that I monitor. And it's just happened all of a sudden, so I wanted to take a look. It's this one, USSA1news.com, and this one, flashnewss.club. Now, neither of those look very legitimate or seem like they're legitimate, but when they post in places like groups or whatever, they look like more legitimate posts. There's nothing to separate them except the URL here from a CBS link, Fox News link, whatever. But when you actually read the content, this is what you get. Something like this. That was outright lie alongside the 35-page dossier made huge number of charges. They went so far that they confined Trump that he was endangered by sexual exercises he occupied with while going by Russia. Totally unreadable. Don't know what this says. And when you go to some of the site's links where they are linked and you try to click on the link about a particular story, this is what you get. Oops, that page can't be found. So that's weird. They're posting broken links into groups. But let's take a look at where these come from. I find on this page, Trump lovers period. I find when I look at this page that this is the content that they share here. It's only 165 people liking the page. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, the first post I can find is July 7th. So this is just within a week or so that this has been created. And the only thing it's sharing are a couple of images and then posts from those sites. So there's not much content here, just those two sites being shared, different content from them. And these other images and things. So not much going on. It's really new, but I also found it shared into here a bunch. This is Conservative Party, and Conservative Party has about 8,000 members, and it's got the same content, some of the same stories, the same places. They get shown here again and again. Some images, but mostly links to those two sites. Some of the same stories that we'll see again and again. So why would that be very interesting? Well, I got to look at the moderators. If you go to a public group and you go to the About tab, it's going to tell you who the moderators are in a public group. And down here you can find out who the admins and the moderators are. Let's see. Lina, Malia, and Sylvia, and Nardi, and Konstantinos, and Vase, and Vase. Okay, so I wanted to look at who those people were, because one of them triggered me from being reported before. So we looked at Lina here. Lina has this image, which comes from Babes for Trump, and I found the image here that'll show that. Right there from this Mike article, same thing that's used here. So not anybody's actual content. They've stolen that information. And then it's these articles, flash news, again and again, and down all the way past all this stuff. Here is, where are they? Oh, some men who start commenting on, thanks for the ad, my new friend and beautiful lady. Okay, and so a whole bunch of those kind of things. So somebody's relatively new. This happened just this week, July 10th. Go down and scroll further. Here's an old post from March 1st. And then you have this person, say, who I can't even tell where. It's all in Arabic, I guess. You can translate this photo to English. 2 days ago, posted that here. So this is kind of a sketchy profile. Then the next one, Malia Laden, I don't know, is from Drinas. Where is Drinas? Serbia. And studied at the University of Pristina in Kosovo. Well, that's interesting. Sylvia Ross says that she lives in Chicago, Illinois. But what do we find when we look at posts commented on by Sylvia Ross? These things. So when we look here at one of these posts and we see what Sylvia is commenting on, Sylvia is commenting in Croatian or Albanian on this post from a couple of years ago. So Sylvia doesn't look legit either. Then we have Nardi. Nardi, telling you right here from Durrës. Where's Durrës? Albania. So Nardi, I don't know what Nardi has to do with American conservative politics. Here's Konstantinos. Where's Konstantinos from? Greece. Really? That's interesting. And then we have Vases. Vase, this one is got the Tommy Lahren MAGA trucker hat going on. A whole bunch of people as friends. And scrolling through the posts, it's again the same sites. Flash News and USSA 1. And just some pictures and some men commenting on the pictures. Then we go to this one, the Vase. Let me see. Oh, this was to show the trucker and the mechanic groups that's a member of. And then here's this Vase with this image. This image just happens to be Kaya Jones, apparently. So, Kaya Jones from the Pussycat Dolls all that time ago. Here we have the same sites, though. Kevin Bacon, Oprah Winfrey, the same stories out of the same sites. And when we look further at the Vase here, this one has mechanics and car memes as well. So, some similarities. Then there's this Vase, the last one here. This one, not a whole bunch on this profile at all, just a few pictures. Comments in Arabic, that's interesting. And then when we look at what this one posts too, same groups posting to the same places. So none of these profiles in this group that are adminning look very legitimate. And when we look at the content, we'll see why. Most of the content here is posted by them. There's Nardi, and most of it is from those pages. Nardi posts a lot in this group. And this is how they try to draw people in with a name like Conservative Party. And that little dot at the end, that period, is important because that little dot indicates it's probably done by the same people who did Trump lovers here. And those are all connected. And they're all connected to pages that are run out of Kosovo. I would wager that if you went and looked up where Flash News was or USSA 1 News were, where those sites originated, I would bet you it would be, if it was visible, in that part of the world, in Croatia, in Albania, in Kosovo. That's what's going on. The people are being sold this content by the headline, because the headline's really all that anyone's looking at when it's going by in a group, and they're pushing it into Trump-related groups and pushing it, all that content, toward American voters. And I think Facebook's not doing enough about it, and I don't think people realize it's happening. So that's why I keep making these videos, to show people, to show Americans they're being sold content and fed it to them from places like Kosovo and Albania and Serbia. And people need to get better about consuming information because they're not going to stop. As long as there's money in it, they're going to continue to do it.